Let the conversation continue. Let the conversation continue. We back.
Always
Overtime segment, man. You know, I told y'all.
Always the hard way.
Hurt my fucking neck.
Your neck? What happened to your neck, man?
Oh, no, man. I just did some kind of fucking move. That shit hurt.
It's because you got that super thick gold chain on, man.
Yeah, you get.
I mean, it's you
rock the bell.
You getting it? You doing it? You doing it right now?
Boo! I'm a hater.
Shout out to my cousin because cousin gave me my he gave me that he gave me the motivation to do it.
To wear jewelry?
Yeah, he said do it. He said, he said wear your jewelry, dog.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, if you got it, why not
flash it.
flaunt
He said wear your jewelry, dog.
Flash it, man.
He's like, yo, wear that shit.
Flash it, and
He
it's
don't-
nice.
He don't curse, but he was like, wear that.
It's nice.
Wear that joint, man.
I used to have a caliber 5 until it got stolen. But
Oh,
yeah,
were you in DC?
no, when I
Because they always
had
taking stuff.
I had an ex. She stole my caliber 5. Man.
Oh,
Yo,
you had an ex?
It was terrible. Yeah, I'm still reeling from it.
Oh, okay.
This was a while ago.
Sorry to hear that, dog.
Ex is out here.
If you don't know what a caliber 5 is, it's a tag hewer. It's my wife. Everybody like has something that they like. You know
Tag
what I mean?
hewer is everything, bro.
Yeah, like for me, it's watches and sunglasses.
Yeah.
I don't care about my clothes. I don't care about my jeans. I don't care about my shoes. But some people do. They do care about, their me. All I care about is my sunglasses and my watch. And she took my caliber 5, and I ain't been right since.
Yeah, I would have been on. Nope.
Mm.
I would have been on CNN.
I'm sorry, bro.
Well, it's being taken care of as we speak. I got people too.
Oh,
I mean, you from West Philly?
I about to say,
hey,
you got ties, motherfucker.
that's not as bad as being from North Philly.
I ain't.
I'm not from North Philly.
Real
now.
talk, man. Ain't nobody gonna mess with Rob, bro. Ain't nobody.
Rob like 6'5", bro.
Ain't nobody gonna mess with you.
Ain't
dog.
nobody messing with Rob.
Everybody don't know, man. Rob is my personal bodyguard. I pay you.
Guys, I bumped Rob earlier and I bounced back because he
this
bitched.
It's a quick story time. So real rap, like my father told me, he said something. He said, "You're a big dude." He said, "You're going to be a target." When I graduated from the academy, my father was a commander, and so when I recognized it as the different agencies I bounced around as a cop. So real rap, I always got tested. I was always the big, like I'm 6'5", you know what I mean? I wasn't always this big, but I was, my 230 was like my fighting weight.
It was testing you.
And it was like, as soon as I stepped out the car, like it was just a beeline straight to me, past the female cop that's 5'6", past the male cop that's like 6'1", and they went straight to the biggest dude. And I don't know how many times I've had people jump up to try to swing and punch me in the face. And it was just, and
Why
I
they
had
got
no
why?
idea.
Why?
What it on us? On us?
Oh yeah, always.
What?
Cause
you know what?
Because you know why?
Biggest challenge.
Because you know why? Because what it is we like, oh, that's a big motherfucker. I gotta fuck him up. I got
kind of like prison. Kind of like prison. When we're like
The biggest dude on the
the
block.
whole stigma. Yeah, you gotta hit the biggest dude. No. That's how you get. That's how you die.
I never understood.
That's how you die.
I would get out the car and I'd be the biggest dude there, but the dude with the least amount of time on. And I always found myself like slipping, dipping, and then being punched square in the face. And then backing up a couple of times, like, yo, why am I bleeding?
Oh, see,
Like, it was terrible, man. I used to get my ass. Yo, when I was a cop, I got my ass whipped more.
This was a
Oh, wait a minute.
This was a Philly. and
Wait a
Maryland?
minute. You used to get beat up, dog? As a cop?
I got beat. I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Come on, Rob. I ain't think you would. I
You a
ain't
big
think
dude.
you.
You're a big dude, man.
Not you. Come on, Rob. You of all people.
True story. When I was in Philly, I pulled a traffic stop and I thought I was fucking He-Man. Thought I was Rambo.
That
was my dog's name growing up, He-Man.
The worst thing that you can do is not tell a dispatcher where you are. You tell a dispatch. You tell.
Face. Trent. I wish y'all could see. Hold on. We gonna show y'all Trent. Yo, I don't know what's going on with Trent today, man. Trent,
good, man.
He was on another one today. I ain't gonna lie. He was on another one. And
so I didn't.
Man.
I didn't tell dispatch where I was. I get out the car to do. Well, anyway, needless to say, make a long story completely short. I got beat underneath the front of my squad car by a transvestite.
I ain't laughing. I'm not laughing at you, bruh.
Why are you laughing at me?
I ain't laughing at you, though. But
Questions. I got questions. First of all, how big
I'm not
was this
laughing. I'm not
transvestite?
laughing at you, bro.
I'm curious. How big was the transvestite?
5'10".
That's my height. Okay. And okay, why? How? Where were you at? What's going on? Tell me everything.
Let me tell you something. When this happened, I had just graduated from the academy and I had just came off active duty. And so my best friend was a ranger stationed at Hunter Army Airfield, which is where First Bat is. So I was stationed at Fort Stewart, which is less than 20 miles away.
I know Fort Stewart, yeah.
And so I used to go in and train with the Rangers all the time in hand-to-hand combat and combatives and stuff, just to try to learn something. Make a long story short, I was a bad son of a bitch at 21 years old. Like I could throw these things.
Oh,
I got the shit kicked out of me by a honest to God, I got beat underneath the front of my squad car. You know where my gun was?
Wait, underneath it?
I crawled underneath the front of my squad car to get away from this girl, this person.
Yes.
And you know where my gun was? My gun was underneath of the gas tank, laying on the ground. I had to actually pull my gun, and she had disarmed me and threw me across the hood of my fucking squad car.
let me tell you something.
Oh,
I'm nothing against the homosexual community or the LGBTQ.
I got fucked up.
But I'm gonna tell you something like this. They
can fight.
They throw hands.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
And you know, it's not. I'm not against you or anything like that. But I have seen the LGBTQ community throw them things, and I'm like, yo, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing against y'all, but you know, I respect everybody's
learn
sexual
today.
orientation and everything like
Learn
that.
today.
Yeah, I got, and it was a disturbance. It was him that person fighting their next door neighbor, and it was in a cul-de-sac in the projects. And when I pulled up, I was the first car on the scene. I get out the car and I roll up there, and I see this person in high heels and a sundress with just squared up. And I'm like, I ain't never seen a woman fight like that before. But I get in the middle and I'm trying to separate the two until that person threw an overhand left.
Whatever pronoun makes them feel comfortable.
Well, whatever. Yeah, that motherfucker threw an overhand left and knocked me about 5 feet back, and I'm stumbling, and I'm 6'5", and I'm like, yo, like, wait a second, like he had some snap in that.
Yeah.
Or she had some snap in that. And then one of the neighbors was laughing, said, hey, you dumbass, that's a man. And I was like, what? And I looked. And
You know, the funny thing is,
a man who thinks who feels like they're a woman.
Since we want to share these, nah, I ain't sharing it. But anyway, because
you gonna share? You gonna share?
No, I got into a fight with a guy who was gay, who classified as gay in college. We was in the dorm rooms, and I was walking back. I had a rough day. I was walking back, had my head down, shaking my head. Yeah, you know. And he said something to me. He had the dorm room open. He had the door open.
Why did he say something to you?
It's because I looked in his room and I just shook my head. You know, I was like, all right, whatever. He said something to me. And, you know, people don't know this, man. I wasn't a fighter until I got to college. When I got to college, man, I started fighting for some reason. I don't know. It's like I had to prove something. I don't know. But I started fighting people. And the dude, he said something to me, and I say, man, bring your punk ass out here. Let's go. And he brought his ass out there. This motherfucker, he about your height, but he was cut up. I was cut up at the time too. Cut up. I was like, we about to go. My roommate at the time opened the door. He looked out. He was like, "Get him, Ron. Get him."
Oh,
by this time, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in the dorm room, in the dorm hall, in that hallway, had opened the doors, checking out what the noise was. The RA, his name was Real Wine. African dude, he came running down the hallway.
His name was what?
Real Wine. Real Wine. He came running down the hallway. Run. Stop. I was like, nah. He got to get his lesson. Man, this motherfucker hauled off and hit me with a right hook. I stumbled. But that's the last hit he got on me. I hit him with a 3-piece. Knocked him out. And you know, to this day, I look at it like, you know, I shouldn't have did that. But, you know, at the same time, I'm like, fuck it. You know,
it was a fight.
I had to fight. You know what I'm saying?
You fight.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you like that. That right hook he hit me with.
You felt it.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that. Anyway,
Kind of like earlier when I bumped Rob and I fell back. I was like, I felt that. Because that was
DMV convention.
Because Rob is a big dude. And yeah, I shouldn't have bumped him on accident.
I don't fight no more, man.
Anyway, look, the hot button topic that we talked about today was Kamala Harris, man. Kamala Harris,
or
man.
Kamala, like Tucker Carlson likes to call it. Kamala.
You know, a lot of people had some things to say about Kamala Harris.
Oh,
in the comments, I gotta go back.
Go ahead, mute me.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So we're gonna mute Trent. So
Freudian slip.
No, Freudian slip. Yeah. Nesto Acosto. Yeah, I like this. Nesto Acosto said, "People looking for the perfect candidate and will never find one."
Absolutely.
Very true.
Yeah,
very true. Very true. Because
very true. Yes.
Because here's the thing. You know, a lot of people feel like, you know, they gotta have their person. Like me and you talked about Susan Rice. Yeah. I think you talked about Karen Bass, Trent, and you wanted Karen Bass. I wanted Susan Rice. I felt like Susan Rice was the perfect person, but a lot of people said Susan Rice, the Benghazi thing.
Yeah, she had a lot of things going on.
Karen Bass, the Cuba thing, and everybody was like Kamala Harris, and we were like Kamala Harris, and the prosecution thing, like
yeah,
you know. Yeah. And here's the thing, you know, once you did your research and actually found out about Kamala Harris's prosecution rate and what she actually did for San Francisco and the state of California, by the way, not to mention, Kamala Harris was one of the first AGs in the nation to implement the body cam issue with police officers, and making sure, making sure that police officers did not turn off their body cameras. Now, we talked about her failure to prosecute police officers for committing their crimes, but she was one of the main advocates for prosecuting, making sure that police officers had body cams on at all times when they made a traffic stop. So
I mean, you can find things about any candidate that comes out there. I don't care if it's Republican, Democrat, or Independent, right? There's something that you're going to disagree with on that candidate. It is what it is, right? We've been on this show multiple times where we have both said Joe Biden, you know, we don't agree with this, right? Rob has said, I don't agree with this with Trump. But he supports him, right? And we support, like, you know, our candidate or whatever. I didn't support everything that Obama, you know, put out there. It is what it is, right? And I don't think the majority
I supported nothing.
Well, I mean,
hold up. You can't say
nada.
Real talk, Rob. Real talk. You supported nothing that Obama did. Nothing.
Zero.
Why, Rob?
No, that's real. Let's be real.
No.
Zero.
No. But
zero.
I wasn't finished.
I'm sorry, Trent. But I just wanted to emphasize
the
fact that. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's another show. That's another show.
No. I mean, you know, the thing is, right? You're not gonna find that perfect candidate, no matter which side of the aisle you rock with. It's impossible, right? You're not gonna find somebody where you're gonna find 100% agreement with, right? And we've been on the show where Rob, there's things that he don't get down with Trump, but he still supports him, right? There's things with Obama that I did not get down with. I still supported Obama, right? There's things that I don't agree with Bernie Sanders about, but Bernie Sanders is my guy, right? And my thing is, right, if all you're looking for is problems,
you're gonna find them.
You're gonna find them. You know what I'm saying? You're always. My thing is like. Also, I meant to mention this in my little rant that I did, but my thing was, right, the people that actually revived Joe Biden's candidacy was black people. You look at South Carolina, because he lost Iowa and New Hampshire. That's
Jim Claiborne.
He got beat down in Iowa and New Hampshire, right? And then he comes to South Carolina and Nevada and he wins. And it was because a huge amount of black people revived his candidacy, right? And so if you're going to get pissed off at Joe Biden choosing Kamala Harris, you gotta blame your own people. That's what it is. Because again, Joe Biden was done for. In South Carolina, black people resuscitated his campaign.
Well, that's exactly the reason why Kamala Harris is going through the problems that she's going through now with the other woman that was, I can't, right now I've had too many drinks. So
talking about Tulsi Gabbard?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, yeah.
And then so you can see where Tulsi Gabbard, Miss Gabbard her comments are being used against Kamala Harris right now.
Yeah.
And so, that's what happens when you run for office. I mean, you have people that are exposing all across. I mean, think about it like this. Donald Trump had 17 Republicans. That's 17 campaigns. That's 17 campaign managers that are digging into his background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so with Kamala Harris, if the worst that you can do is the rumors that we're hearing now, then she must be better than she sounds.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's you're right, Rob. I mean, it says a lot of, and this goes to like both sides that are attacking her, right? Because she's not just getting hit with Republicans,
but see, now you're starting to understand. Now you're starting to understand. Now you're starting to understand exactly what it is that Donald Trump had to go through, because both the Republicans and the Democrats hate the very air that man breathes.
Oh, I agree with you.
And so when
I agree
you
with
have
you on
Kamala Harris now,
Yeah.
and she's been nominated for the Democratic ticket for VP, she's being attacked by both the Republicans, but she's also being attacked by the Democrats.
Yeah. And but see here, but yeah, and I agree 100% with Rob, right? And I think the thing is, right? Do you think? And I guess I'm gonna throw the question back at Rob, whatever, because
Don't throw nothing over here, dog.
Donald Trump. No. Honestly, like Donald Trump, right? He was able to beat back both oppositions, right? Do you think that, given where we're at now in our political climate, that Kamala Harris can beat back, and Joe Biden in general, right? We keep talking about Kamala Harris, right? But like Joe Biden is the person at the top of the ticket, right? So you got to think about. She might be the VP, but Joe Biden is still at the top of the ticket, and he's still got things that he's got to get through.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna chime in, because I know you said that Joe Biden's at the top of the ticket. A lot of people are looking at Kamala Harris to be the savior, to save Joe Biden, to be the voice of reason. People did the same thing for Donald Trump. A lot of Republicans said,
Well,
you know
Mike
what?
Pence was
A lot of people said, Donald Trump is very, but we got Mike Pence. Mike Pence is the savior. He's going to save the Republican Party.
He's going to bring the regular Republicans
exactly.
on board.
He's going to bring
side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this:
Or traditional.
the same thing that Kamala Harris is going through, Mike Pence went through when he was nominated, when he was named the nominee for VP. Because Mike Pence had a lot of skeletons in his closets, and a lot of people. Y'all got to see Rob give me the finger like, yeah, you right, F you. But Mike Pence had a lot of things in his closet that a lot of people was like, a lot of Republicans was like, I don't know.
Therapy.
Yeah. And so Kamala Harris is going through the same thing. The fact of the matter is they got, 60 days, 75 days to get through this matter?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
What is it? It was like 81 days.
Something like that.
It's less than 3 months for sure.
Yeah, so they have some time to wiggle. And the fact of the matter is people are looking at Kamala Harris to be the savior. Rob, you mentioned it earlier. A lot of people don't think that Joe Biden, with his health and his mental state, may be able. And I say mental state because a lot of people think that Joe Biden is dealing with dementia or Alzheimer's or some sort of brain issue. They don't think that he's going to be able to get through 4 years of presidency. So a lot of people are looking at Kamala Harris as being the savior.
But he's not. I don't think it's dementia in my personal opinion. I think so. Joe Biden has already stated this.
Only one of us here at the table is a doctor.
Yeah. No.
Wait. Hold on. I'm not an MD.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm not an MD. I am not.
He's
an
not a medical doctor now. He's not a medical doctor.
Not
He's
an
the
MD.
only one. Like, I would just. All right.
I am not an MD.
No, because like,
Just get
here's
that
the
right.
thing, right? Here's the thing, and like, because this has happened on this show before with me personally, right? He is not a. I don't think he's dealing with like dementia and things like that, right? I think the thing is Joe Biden has already stated, right, growing up, that he has a speech, he grew up with like a speech impediment, right? And so like a person who also as well had a speech impediment, a stutter, right? Myself, right? There are times where, I'm going back and forth with my co-host here, right? And there's times where I'm out here stuttering. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's actual dementia. I just think he's really like, he has to deal with the whole problem of his whole speech impediment. And I say that because as a person who has been dealing with his speech, like I said, I have dealt with a speech impediment I grew up, I had to get on hooked on phonics, right? Because I had a really bad stutter.
Really?
Both of my oldest brothers, dude, let me tell you something vicious.
Wow.
My oldest brothers used to give me
know
the
that.
business, dude, because of my stutter problem, right? And Biden has
You come a long way, man. You sound fucking great.
Thank you, man.
Hey man, congratulations to you, man.
Thanks.
Because
Yeah, I mean,
came across with that.
My mom was very honestly, my mom was very beneficial to that, man, because my mom was like, she noticed that, my oldest brother were like, they were messing with me for years, right? Giving me the business. My mom noticed that I had this speech impediment, and so she was like, nah, saying we're gonna work on this, And so like the reason, like, I read all the time, and going back again, like, I digress, right? But like Biden's thing was, he also had a speech impediment, right? And a stutter problem for years, right? And so I don't think it's necessarily dementia. I just think his issue is he can't get his what he's
out.
trying to get, his words out, and so it looks like he's losing it.
But he's never done that before.
No, 100%. If you actually go back to 1994 when he was supporting that,
He didn't do it in 06 or 08. I'm sorry.
When he was supporting the crime bill, whatever. If you look at his speeches on the floor, there was multiple times where he spoke, whatever, and it was because he was trying to get the words out. He couldn't. And
But Trent,
I don't think it's dementia,
But
bro.
Trent, here's the thing.
I personally don't think it.
But Trent, here's the thing. A lot of people look at that and say, you know what? He don't know what you're talking about. Because a lot of people don't have the right.
They said that about Obama, though. I say
no, because I think Obama has a speech impediment. I
He
really do.
does.
Because a lot of people, he'll be like,
my uncle says that. My uncle says
when he says it like
if
that.
Obama is not looking at a teleprompter, and there's a reason why Obama is really slow speaker, right?
Yeah.
It's because he's trying to think of the words he needs to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
And so it's not dementia. It's just like, he's
You're just trying to find the words.
yeah.
And
so
here's the thing.
That's why I would never run for office, because if I gotta be speaking in front of
you're
people,
a
You remember?
Dude.
So
You're ugly,
Trent,
too.
Trent, you remember? Trent, I don't know if you remember, but we did I think we had a speaking engagement when I ran for office. Remember that? You had, I don't know if you wrote the speech or somebody wrote the speech, and I was trying to.
It was probably me.
I was trying to get
everything.
I was trying to get through that joint. Yeah. Let's just say I had a drink right prior to.
Huh? You had a what?
I had
A drink of water
Yeah, we had a drink of water.
It was water?
Yeah, it was tough. To
or
get
apple
through.
juice? I think it was apple juice.
Anyway, Kalita says, unfortunately, black social media is doing the bidding on those who wish to pit us against each other. United we stand, divided we fall.
Come on, Kalita.
Let me say this.
I'm sorry, that was Trent clapping, by the way, Kalita.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, because it definitely wasn't me. What I will say is this: like that black girl power that y'all got going on right now. I say ride the wave.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, ride the wave. Be proud, be happy, be excited. There's always, as Obama sold y'all with that bill of goods, he sold y'all that.
Watch
wave,
your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your
Come
mouth.
on,
There's
man.
always that
Come on, man.
that chance of hope.
Watch your
You
mouth,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
Come on now, Rob.
And you
king,
never know.
bro.
Listen, let me kind of say a little bit. In order for Kamala Harris, I just don't think that she's a galvanizing enough force. I don't think that she's a galvanizing enough force in the black community. She's kind of like on that fence post where if she leans one side or the other, you know what I mean? Like, she just doesn't have enough of an impact. You know what I'm saying? And
How can you say that? How can you say that she doesn't have much of an impact when we don't know?
I said enough.
But how can you say she don't?
I'll say
she
this.
Don't, I'm saying, hold on. How can you say she don't have enough when we don't really know yet? Because she has not been able to go out and campaign. Think about it. We're in a whole different era right now. This whole COVID thing is messing this campaign trail up. So all she has to do is do videos and everything like that and hopes to get out. But how can you say? I mean, when she was a presidential candidate for the Democratic Party, she was ruffling some feathers.
Yeah.
And she came after Joe. She came after Tulsi Gabbard. She came after
Bernie Sanders as well.
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren. She came after people.
Elizabeth Warren.
She came after people with some things, and then people.
But that backfired.
Cory Booker. She came after Cory Booker.
No, she didn't. She ain't come on Cory Booker.
Yes, she did.
That's her brother. She didn't. She didn't say anything anti.
Yes, she did.
Booker.
I can't remember what it was, but she did. She actually did.
They locked horns in some debate, or I think it was
Cory Booker.
Yeah, her and Cory Booker. He used to be the mayor of Patterson, right? Or was it Newark?
Newark.
Yeah.
Really, I don't remember them going back and forth.
Yeah. Well,
I'll say. I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead, bro.
No, the only thing that I could say is that to answer your question, Doc, no, Kamala has not had the opportunity to campaign yet, and no, I don't necessarily think that she is such a galvanizing force in order to see the Republican groupthink. And I don't belong to groupthink at all. That's why I'm a Republican.
Same, yeah.
But the Republican groupthink is that the Democrat Party relies so heavily on the black vote that if they don't get a certain percentage of it, whatever that percentage is, then the Democrats will not win whatever election it is that they're running for. And so I really do honestly believe that Kamala Harris she is not going to she doesn't have enough votes or star power, if you will. She doesn't have enough star power to send the black vote over the top, whereas you might have only 60 or 70% of the black population in this country voting in any given election. It would send the Democratic Party over the top in order to be elected if we were somehow to get, instead of that 60 or 70% like Barack Obama did, 80 or 90%.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? To kind of send the Democrat Party over the top.
Which is 2008 numbers, right? You talking about
yes, sir. Yeah. And so when I say that, I think that, and these are all just my opinion and my speculation, but I don't think that Kamala Harris is enough of a galvanizing force in the black community to have the impact with the Democrat Party and the black population in this country like, say, Barack Obama did. Barack Obama did unprecedented things that had never been seen before in this country when it came to black people as a voting bloc. And I do not think that, because if you really stop and think about it, the only difference between Barack Obama and Kamala Harris is the fact that she's a female and he's not. And so while you have that star power with Barack Obama, you do not necessarily have that same star power with Kamala Harris. And that is what the Democrat Party is relying on in order to send them over the top to beat Donald Trump, who, mind you, did not vote, or I'm sorry, I had a couple of drinks.
He did not vote.
Donald Trump did not win with the black vote,
right?
And so,
well, that's misleading. No. I'm gonna say he didn't win with the black vote because a lot of black people didn't vote. So we're not gonna include the non-tangibles here.
So here's
I got you.
So here's my opinion. Because Rob,
that's a valid point.
Rob had a good point, right? Yeah. And so my thing is, right, I think here's the thing, right? I believe that if Donald Trump and the Republican Party in general, right, Republican National Committee or whatever, blah blah, if they continue to push, and this is again, whether you agree or not, right? If you're pushing any type of dog whistle racism or anything that's sexism, right? I think the thing is, especially when it comes to black people, they're going to look at that and they're going to be galvanized and they're going to be energized because if here's the thing, you have
I agree with you.
Yeah, you have because you have a bunch of black people who are looking.
You have some people that are looking at her like
So like there was an article that was in Newsweek and a person said they were like not a supporter of Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. This is a black a female progressive, not a supporter, right? But they said until now. And the reason why they are now a supporter of Kamala Harris, right, is because they have immediately seen the attacks, whether you believe it or not, of races or birtherism or whatever conspiracy. They're like, you know what? That has galvanized me personally, you know what I'm saying, to be like, you know what? I don't rock with Kamala, but the fact that you're going to attack her because of her color or whatever
It's
it
going to
is,
make me vote for her.
yeah, and so that's what's happened, and I think that if Donald Trump continues to do that, or the Republican National Committee continues to do that, it's going to backfire on them, because people that do not support Kamala, black people that do not support Kamala or Joe Biden, are going to be like, well, we also are against any type of racism that might even seem like racism, so we're gonna put all of our eggs in that basket.
Travalis McDaniel Sr. says, so she worked within the law for her job and went behind the law's back on the side to help those same people. I'm not gonna say she went behind the law's back, but in a sense,
she worked within the law.
She was working within the law to help the community.
Yeah.
She understood that the community was struggling
Yeah.
in the sense of truancy and nonviolent crimes, like as far as marijuana and everything like that. Mind you, she also said she's for decriminalization of marijuana, pretty much for people out there making weed legal. All right.
Yeah.
So she wants to make weed legal,
Right?
Because she says, it's a Schedule 1 drug, and a lot of people feel like it should be
Non-addictive, non-habit forming.
Right. Well, I think the big thing was she was putting people behind the bars who it came down to distribution. Right. It wasn't like you actually having carrying marijuana. Right. It was the whole thing of distribution. Right. And there's a guy, I was just reading this article when I was on my way here, who black dude spent his life behind bars for the past 25 years, right? And it was it was an intent to distribute, right? And so you got this individual now who's serving 25 years in life for the intent to distribute, not like huge pounds of marijuana, right? It was a small portion. I think
That's how drug laws work.
Exactly.
I was an undercover I was an undercover narc.
Yes, and I agree with you.
The intent is 10 times worse than possession or what is paraphernalia.
Do you think so? And the person, because you're the expert. I don't know much, right? I'm trying to learn more and stuff like that. So do you think that certain percent, like the law that as it is now, should be changed or whatever, where you don't have people who, for certain amount of possession or whatever, when it comes to marijuana? First of all, marijuana is now about to be a multi-billion-dollar industry or whatever, and you still got people serving life behind bars, right? For having a small amount of distribution. Do you think that no? It's a question for Ron.
But real quick, somebody just mentioned that decriminalization and legal are different. Yeah,
100% legal. Yes.
It's a difference. But let's be real.
How so? Because they decriminalized alcohol.
Right. Exactly. So legalization means that a law or a product that was previously not allowed or prohibited is no more restricted, right? That's legalization.
Same as alcohol.
So now the decriminalization means that there would be no certain charge.
Yes.
You wouldn't be charged for it,
right?
In a sense.
Well,
so that's
should
the
there be a
difference.
federal law? And that's what I was adhering to when I came to Rob, because I believe there should be a federal law all the way around, right?
Well, the one thing that we don't want to do is we do not want to get in this habit of creating more laws. I'm a small government type of person. One more law is just something else for a fucking cop to bother you about. Okay,
that's what I'm asking.
So what we want to do
certain
here,
laws that are current now should be ended.
I would love to answer your question if you give me the opportunity to.
Ooh, my bad, Rob.
So
bad, Robert Waples.
So here we go. So what in this case, when we're talking about marijuana, what the very first thing needs to happen is that it needs to be removed from the Schedule 1 narcotics registry. Okay, and that's nationwide because it's federal. It's an umbrella that covers the entire United States. So by removing marijuana from Schedule 1, that decriminalizes it. It doesn't make it legal. Okay. Yeah. Then secondly, what needs to happen is on all these places where marijuana is legal or not necessarily penalized, everyone who is behind bars for a marijuana and only a marijuana conviction needs to be released. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how do you have people in Washington, D.C. right now where recreational marijuana is legal? still serving time in D.C. jails for having marijuana from before it was made legal.
Yeah.
Or still having criminal convictions on their records, and they can't get a job because of a conviction in a place where now marijuana is legal. That shit's not right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And you know, for all the Republicans out there that disagree with me, that say marijuana is a gateway drug, well, so goddamn it is alcohol.
Yeah.
All right. I've seen more people wrap themselves around a fucking telephone pole, or I've had to fight more people in pubs or bars off of this shit right here than I ever did off of somebody that was high on marijuana.
Come on.
As far as I'm concerned, and I get tested, okay, because I don't smoke marijuana. I've never had marijuana a day in my life. But I will tell you this, from what I understand from those about marijuana smokers, the only thing that they want to do is order a fucking Domino's pizza, sit home and watch Family Guy all damn day.
I mean,
If that's a threat or a danger to society, I don't know what the hell. I mean,
Hey, so Bonaventure, Bonaventure Ackland Sotu said the emphasis, and I apologize about the name, the emphasis should be on what she brings to the ticket and less on being a black woman, aka HBCU grad, etc.
Yeah, good luck
Voting
with that.
is a private affair and involves non-black voters. I'm just saying.
Good luck with that. Because right now we're doing what we always do. We look at skin color first as black people. We looked at Barack Obama the same way. He had no fucking voting record whatsoever, and most people didn't even know who the hell Barack Obama was.
I'm sorry. Wait, say that again. You said he had no voting record?
Yes,
he did.
He was a senator. He was a state senator. No, wait a second. Before that, he was a federal senator that spent most of his time absent or voting present on a lot of bills. Before that, he was a state senator because Jesse Jackson got arrested for selling what's his name? Blagojevich sold his damn Senate seat. So that
being a person that grew up in Illinois, Blagojevich,
you know 10 times better than I do.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that we did the same thing, and trust me, I'm not shitting on Barack Obama at all. I'm just using him as an example. We're doing what we always do in the black community, and I'm like, for example, I know somebody that has a shirt that says, "I'm for everybody black." I support everybody black. We automatically support the black person no matter what, even if that person's voting record and history is against your best interests.
Do you think?
Which is the reason why I'm a Republican.
No, but I mean, you made a really good point, right?
I always make good points.
No.
Is he going back to this quiet storm hour shit, man? What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
No, you don't. No. But my question is, right? Like I'm with you on that, right? But here's the thing, right? Do you think, right, that we have gotten to a point, whatever, right, where we're just like trying to
So
say, here we go.
Right,
wait. I haven't even asked the question, whatever, right?
Yeah. Trent, like I'm not going to bullshit you guys and the audience and everybody that's watching right now. Real rap, the three of us are so fucking in tune with each other that we almost know what each other is thinking.
We
can almost finish each other's sentences.
Rob knew what I was going to say.
Yeah, I knew where you were going with it.
Because here's the thing, is very curious to me to say this, right? Because a person like, and you go to that comment that you made. You good, Doc?
yeah, I'm good, man.
Oh, okay.
I was choking on this damn bourbon. Shit.
Bourbon? You mean iced tea, man?
No, I'm drinking bourbon. I'm
you drinking apple juice.
It went down the wrong pipe.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'm gonna show what we'll do next week. Trent, this is what we're gonna do next week. We're gonna show it with a Teletubby sippy sippy cup. That way he won't accidentally.
Or a straw.
Yeah, a little sippy cup.
Little straw.
Yeah.
No,
anyway.
but no, Rob.
Kamala Harris.
I'm curious because like I don't. Where do you see? Because here's the thing, right? I had this conversation with my dad, right? And we talked about this, right? My dad is a black Republican, right? And again, me and my dad, we have
the
probably
best kind of Republican.
Nope. No. Anyway, me and my dad. The thing is, right, 85 to 89% of the things me and my dad can agree on, right? I don't knock Republicans or any, right, for your opinion, right? My thing is, right, where do you see the limit or whatever when it comes to black politicians and in this world, in this country or whatever, right? Do you see any black people in general, right, who can kind of take the mantle, right, and move the country forward from where we're at, as divisive as we are right now? Because the way I see it, right,
Tim Scott.
Okay, wait. I was literally just about to say that. That's. I'm glad you said Tim Scott, because I have nothing against Tim Scott. Right, I think Tim Scott, as much as every other Republican that I used to support as who were moderate Republicans, like Lindsey Graham, who I personally believe have sold their soul. Right?
Oh yeah, him and Newt Gingrich
have sold their soul.
Newt is the man.
Newt sold.
No, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. So let me tell you something. I met Newt Gingrich at Capitol Grill down in Tyson's Corner.
Yeah.
Shook his hand, had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Nice gentleman.
Yeah.
This is before he done went ape shit crazy.
Yeah.
Right? I told him, hey, I was a big fan. I shook his hand, told him, hey, man, keep doing things that you're doing in the political community.
Same
and everything
thing
like that.
with Lindsey Graham.
Yeah,
I met
exactly.
Sean Hannity. Like
and I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm gonna
kick
up daisies.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Newt Gingrich, straight up, honorable man. You know, good conversation. Had a conversation for about 15 minutes with him. Spot on. But then, about a year later, after I met him, he started selling them soul and started talking all this crazy stuff about Obama and talking about this and that. And I was like, wait a minute. Are you really looking at the stuff? Like, are you really looking at how this stuff is playing out? Are you really looking at the facts?
And that's where I'm going to, Ron.
Because it's not making sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm going to, Ron. Because again, when you said Tim Scott, right? I'm with you on Tim Scott, right? I look at Tim Scott and I believe Tim Scott is a person that can actually bridge, between both. Because Tim Scott actually has a bipartisanship history, whatever, right, in the Senate. I'm with you on that, right? My thing is, right, outside of Tim Scott, Tim Scott might be your only savior in the Republican Party, personally.
Well, we've had others, but black people shot them all down. Alan Keyes, J.C. Watts, who was the quarterback of Oklahoma.
Bro, please don't talk about Alan Keyes. Alan Keyes shot himself down.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain shot himself.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Absolutely.
God rest his soul. But here's the thing. Besides Tim Scott, I believe those people that you just mentioned.
No black Republican is ever good enough for you.
No.
No, we're not saying that.
Rob,
we're not saying that, Rob. We're not saying that.
Rob, please listen to what I'm saying. Because I'm rocking with you. I understand what you're saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that there are black Republicans in this world, right, that can actually bridge the gap and bring people together, right? I'm just saying currently where we're at right now as a society, right? People and let's take Alan Keyes and let's take Herman Cain out, God rest his soul, right? I'm with you on Tim Scott. I can rock with you on Tim Scott, right? But where else do you see in the as in general when it comes to the GOP as a whole, right? Who can bridge that gap to saying, all right, I can pull independence, right? Someone like me, I'm an independent, I'm a swing voter, right?
I got an answer.
Hold on.
No. Because I'm very curious, because I was a huge supporter of Lindsey Graham. And the reason why I was a huge supporter of Lindsey Graham, one, because he was more of a moderate, right? And of course, I was a huge supporter because he's 24-year Air Force veteran. But my thing is,
step into the blue.
Go blue, let's get it. But where do you see the Republican Party if they can pull any black people into your party? That's what I'm asking.
You asked me a question, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let him answer.
Yes, sir.
My answer to you,
yes, sir.
Michael Steele.
I'm with you.
All right, go ahead, Ron.
I want to give you a hug right now because I'm with you on Michael Steele. But I want to know your reasoning with Michael Steele, because here's the thing. Hold on. I say that because Michael Steele now has been rocking with like MSNBC and stuff. I want to see why you say that.
Are you on steroids? Because you like He-Man like a motherfucker right now.
Damn. Hold on. So Nestor Acosto said, as a Republican, how can Rob seriously support the incumbent and the GOP? Where is the family values? Where is fiscal conservatism? And I think Nesto has said on the comments throughout the day that he is a Republican. I believe. So as a Republican, how can Rob seriously support the incumbent and the GOP? I think you had a confession letter about that too, right? I think you did. I don't know. I think you did have a confession letter about somebody asking you about how you can support the GOP and everything like that based on the values and ethical concerns and stuff like that.
To answer the question, I don't, and I've said this before. I said that when I step into the voting booth, my goal is to hire the person that I'm voting for to do a job for me. I don't necessarily ascribe to the God that they pray to, or whether they pray at all, or what religion they are, or what education they have. I don't necessarily care. My number one goal is to get them to do a job for me. I know what it is that my family needs. I know what my community needs, and I know what I need. And so therefore, when I pull that lever for you, I'm expecting you to do and execute the duties and responsibilities that I'm electing you to office to do for me. Right. And so that's always something that I've said in the past. One of the things that that the commenter needs to understand is that not everybody, we are not a monolithic block when it comes to our voting preferences. People in the black community and people in general, we vote for things according to what it is that serves us. And when it comes to me, I don't vote like, and he said, or they said that, where's your moral compass? I don't necessarily care about morals. If he can pass the Senate or pass scrutiny by 310 million people, the voting base, then they are worthy enough to run for office as long as you're 35 years or older, natural-born citizen.
Wait. How can you say that you don't care about the moral compasses and stuff like that? Because
I'm not saying that I don't care. Maybe I misspoke, or maybe I didn't say that correctly. What I'm saying is that when it comes to my list of priorities as to why I would vote or why I would support a candidate from the Republican Party or the Democrat Party, the moral compass is not exactly something that's very high on my list of priorities when it comes to, deciding whether or not I'm going to vote for somebody. So what I'm more concerned about is, their ability to execute and fulfill their campaign promises. Donald Trump has fulfilled every single campaign promise that he has made.
Wait.
And as far as I know,
I'm not gonna say every single one, but he has.
As far as I know, he's the only candidate within the last 30 years to do it.
Here's the thing. Donald Trump has single-handedly fulfilled his outlandish campaign promises with some outlandish tactics. And I'll say that because he said some things during his campaign trial, his campaign run, that I turned off completely. I was like, I'm not voting for this guy. I could.
But other people tuned in.
Yeah, well, people tuned in because they were saying, "Oh, he's for me." And now a lot of people are saying, there's a lot of Republicans that moderate Republicans who come out and said, "Hey, you know what? Actually, he is not doing what he said he's going to do for the middle class people, because a lot of things he said he was going to do for the middle class is not happening. It's all for the rich."
Are you speaking right now, or are you speaking like the prior 3 years? Because right now we're going through a little bit of an issue.
I say
the stock market's never been higher.
I supposed to say the past 3 years, and I say this, and I'll give you this, Rob. Right, I'll say 60% of Trump's campaign promises he has fulfilled.
He's fulfilled almost all of them.
No, sir.
No, not
Name
all
one
of them.
that he hasn't.
I'm not gonna say all.
No.
Name one that he hasn't.
I mean, we
no. Ron, Doc, let me.
No, you good.
Let me answer that question.
You're right. My bad.
Let me answer that question.
I won't say every single one. I mean, you guys.
Let me answer that question.
But I'm saying you just said every single one. But yeah, so
let me answer that question.
Set the record straight.
Because one of his campaign promises, right, was to repeal Obamacare. He didn't do it. Didn't
the Supreme Court just vote on that?
Yeah, they voted against Trump, bro.
Trump.
So he didn't. No, no, I'm
So what's
being,
wrong?
no.
What's wrong with universal health care?
No, wait. Well, stand by,
You
Doc.
can't afford
My
it.
bad.
No, no.
But we can afford to send everybody $1,200 stimulus checks, a $600 increase on
afford that
unemployment.
either.
Shit, we just did it.
Can I?
We just did it. My
Can I
bad.
And
finish?
the bill originated with a Democrat Congress.
Can I finish?
My bad.
Can I finish?
And the Republicans signed off and in the Senate.
Can I finish?
Okay.
He doesn't have a
Exactly.
choice.
Can
No,
I-
Republican. No, fuck that.
Can I
You didn't
finish?
have a
Hold on.
Can
How you gonna sit here and say the Republicans don't have a choice when they just sat here and said, here, you know what, we're gonna go to recess because we're not gonna deal with the Democrats. We're not gonna sit here and side with the Democrats and everything like this. But months ago, they sat here and said, you know what, we'll give every American that's unemployed, that files unemployment, $600 extra on top of their unemployment every week.
That came from the
No,
Democrats.
hold on. No. The Republicans signed off on it in the Senate.
Yeah.
You're missing the point, Rob.
No, I completely understand where you're
But
talking
the Republicans signed off on it and said, yeah, it's a good idea.
Can I still answer my
I
question?
was against it. I said that's some bullshit.
I agree with you.
I said, because motherfuckers gonna be lazy. We had a confession letter
I
that
agree
came
with
in
him.
with the motherfucker that said he was like, hey, I'm stuck in the rock in the hard place because I don't know what I want to do if I want to go back to work, but I'm not getting paid that much. I can get unemployment because of this and this. But
I agree with you, but what I'm saying
Can I
is
answer
that,
Rob?
Nah,
wait
go
a
ahead.
second. What I'm saying is
I
that
can't
you
answer
have
the
to.
question,
The reason why a lot of
man.
Republicans are siding or passing shit that originated in the lower house is because it's an election year. How would you like to be known as
Fuck that.
How would you like to be
Fuck
known as the
that.
president
No.
that is responsible for not allowing for you being evicted
No.
from your apartment?
How do you want to
I-
be the president that's responsible for over 160,000 deaths due to a pandemic?
That
How do
has
you-
a 97%
Bullshit.
survival
I don't want
rate.
to hear about that goddamn survival rate.
Can I?
I don't want to hear
Why?
about
It's the
that
truth.
bullshit. You know why? Because 160,000 people that died shouldn't have died.
Well,
And I'm going to say that because they shouldn't have died. I lost an uncle to this shit. And I'm going to tell you like this, they shouldn't have died because if they would have did what they're supposed to do back in motherfucking January, this shit would have never been a fucking problem.
like what?
The fucking COVID.
Can I
No,
answer?
This shit.
you're
They would
saying
have had
like
measures.
what?
I mean, I can
Don't
answer
get
these questions.
don't get rid of your pandemic or your national pandemic response team. You got rid of that. You dismantled that shit as soon as you got in the motherfucking office. Come on, man.
He just moved
That's some
into a different
bullshit.
branch. He didn't dismantle.
Yeah, okay, he moved in different branches because they don't want to do. I don't want to believe in Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci don't know what the fuck he talking about. That's what he said. Come on, man.
But I have
Come on, man.
I mean, I can produce video
Come on,
where
man.
Dr. Fauci actually sent money to Wuhan to fund Chinese research on this COVID-19.
Can I speak?
Yeah, because this shit started there. So why not fund? Why not send money there to fund?
Why are you screaming at me?
I'm my bad.
Yeah,
I just want to
But
answer
no,
the
I'm saying.
question.
But hold on. But here's the what I'm saying. So why not send the money there to fund the research to figure out what the
Because
shit
it was
happened?
illegal.
Because they said it's lab made and all
it
that other
was
stuff.
illegal. It was against American policy. The Senate.
So Dr.
years
Fauci
prior,
sent his money there.
Dr. Fauci authorized.
So he was so all of a sudden he's conspiring with the enemy right now, right? Because
knowingly
your boy
predicted
has
a
said that it's a Chinese kung flu. What did he say? What did he say there? Train. He said kung flu. He said it's a Chinese flu. He blamed China for all this shit. I'm just saying, Rob. Come on, man. A lot of this stuff can be nipped in the bud. This shit should have been nipped in the bud back in January, February. We would not have to be sitting here right now worrying about wearing fucking masks, worrying about not being able to go to Vegas, not being able to go to fucking Miami and have your parties. They just had a fucking pool party and Prince George's County that got shut down.
You trying to hang out?
I'm just saying. Let's be real.
Listen, first
Let's
off,
be
I would-
real, man.
I
I'm
would like
sorry,
to
man.
offer-
I got
would like to
loud.
offer
Oh,
you
my
my
bad.
condolences about your uncle. I'm
Yeah,
very
appreciate it.
sincerely, I'm sorry for that. But realistically speaking, and from what it is, the facts that I have gathered, is that the United States passed an embargo against China about any type of research into bioweapons or any type of biological warfare or any type of experimenting through any type of, the United States Department of Health and Human Services. And that law was actually passed prior to Donald Trump being in office. Actually, that was passed underneath the Obama administration. And so as one of the very first things that Dr. Fauci did as soon as he took over, what was it? The CD? What organization was he the head of? The CDC?
No, National Infectious
National
Disease.
Infectious
National
Disease.
Infectious. One of the very first things that he did was authorize a $3 million block grant to be granted to the Wuhan clinic in China for research on the coronavirus. And if you want, I can send you the clips and the statements that actually. So he was in direct violation of international law.
Man, look, let me tell you something. Hold on, stop. Okay, because you're talking about what he's in violation of. Trump's been in violation of a lot of shit. And not a lot of people like yourself don't call him out for the shit that he does. Now, let me backtrack, because you do call him out for some of the shit that he does.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people who call themselves Republicans and conservatives, they don't call him out for the shit that he does. All right, so let's be clear. All right, Trump has done a lot of shit that has national security interests. He violated that. Right, so when we talking about what Dr. Fauci did, what the fuck going on? I don't know. So when we talking about what Dr. Fauci did, yeah, I mean I got it, but Dr. Fauci was sending money to a fucking a area where the virus was imminent. It was happening. He was like, I want to send the money here so that you could tell us what's going on, right? I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know.
I
don't know what's fucking going on with Trent, man.
I just want to answer Rob's question.
Go ahead, Trent. I'm my bad. Go ahead. You on. Go ahead.
I just want to answer Rob's question. Because here's the thing, right? Rob said that the majority of Trump's that his campaign promises he fulfilled. And I wanted to answer No,
you know what?
I want no because here's the thing. I was trying to answer the question and then I got interrupted, and say y'all went in.
But that's what we do.
Let me tell you something.
This is how it is.
No, we're not.
For the last couple of episodes, Trent and Rob sat here and roasted me because I got lit.
Am I still gonna answer the question?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Can I answer his question?
Please put the camera on.
If he could be coherent enough to answer,
Oh
my
my
bad,
God.
You know what? It's gone. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. No, here's the thing. You said that the majority of what Trump said, right? He fulfilled a majority of his campaign promises. What I was trying to allude before I got interrupted, right, was that he did not. And I say that because I talk about, certain things like one of his campaign promises was we're gonna appeal the affordable. I see you, right? Your mouth went all the way open. You were ready to roll. He did one of his campaign promises was to repeal Obamacare. Was it or was it not, Rob? This is a yes or no question. I'm because I no, and this is not to like come on you. I'm curious.
Pause.
Right? One of his campaign promises was to repeal Obamacare. Are y'all not listening?
No, I got
I am listening. That's the scary ass part.
One of Trump's
thank you for that
campaign promises was to repeal Obamacare. Did he do that or not?
I said one of the. Why are you screaming at me?
Because y'all not listening.
Nobody's screaming. I think it's just a.
You want to know why? You know why? Because while I was answering the question, both of y'all was speaking over me while I was trying to answer that question that he asked.
Now you feel a reason to
100%. I'm a yell.
100%.
I'm gonna pull a straight Sean Hannity right now, and I'm gonna cut y'all mics off so I can answer this question. because I thought we were doing literally. Let me answer.
Pretty logo, man. That thing is fucking
nice.
No,
but Trent, you got a legitimate question. Go ahead.
Listen. Donald Trump, and if you go back and you replay what it is that I said that Donald Trump is responsible for fulfilling a large portion, if not almost all, of his campaign promises. I did not say that he fulfilled all of them.
I didn't say that. I said you said that he fulfilled a good majority of them.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So
and I was
you're mentioning. Let's say he made. For argument's sake. Let's say he made 10 campaign promises.
He didn't. He made 5.
Okay. Well, then let's say he made 5 campaign promises, and he did not fulfill. Let's say he did not fulfill 1. I know of 2 that he didn't fulfill. All right. but let's say one he did not fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that he's a liar? Does that mean that he's a
wait
failure?
a minute. Wait a minute. I ain't even got to the lying point. All right, because we all know. Look, I'm sorry, Rob. You brought it up. You say, does it mean is he a liar?
Guys,
we ain't even got to the liar point because we all know that Donald Trump is a bona fide liar, straight up going to the hell with gasoline draws on. I'm just saying, we all know that shit. I'm just saying, we all know he's a liar. He out of it, but I'm sorry. You can't even bring that up. You can't even bring that up, man. Look, man.
What other comments we got? We got any other good comments?
Nesto Acosta said, if we have so much money for the military but can't win a war that we've been in for 20 plus years, why continue dumping such large amounts of money into the military?
We shouldn't. We should bring them home now. Yesterday, 10 years ago.
Well, speaking of, we do realize that President Obama actually attempted to bring the troops home.
Don't fucking go there. Don't fucking go there with me on this.
I'm going to go there with you because it was, I think, the Congress and the Senate that blocked it. That said they would not fund the return of those troops, the closing down of those bases and everything like that, because he actually had a plan for I think it was a 3-year withdrawal plan.
Yeah.
To bring the troops home.
I remember.
Congress and Senate did not approve it.
Okay. But he also got us marred in some more shit over there in the Middle East.
Like what?
Libya.
What was that legitimate or was it not legitimate?
Legitimate how?
What?
I mean, if you're setting up CIA annexes over there and you're running weapons in and out of Libya, Egypt, he's responsible.
So we're not talking.
No, wait a second. Y'all talk for a second. Go ahead. He's responsible for toppling the government in Libya. He's responsible for the Arab Spring in Egypt. He's responsible for the shit that's going on right now in Syria. And us killing Russian soldiers in Syria, us actually having pitched battles against each other.
Based on the evidence based on the intelligence and the evidence that he was presented, as far as what the regimes were doing back then at that time.
Well, I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to debate that. What I'm saying is I did recognize the fact that you said that he had a 3-year phased plan
from Afghanistan
and Iraq, and I understand that. But at the same time, he got us marred in some other shit.
So we're blaming the president for the facts.
I'm not blaming Obama for anything.
I got you, but I'm saying you're putting the onus on Obama because he had a 3-year program or 3-year phase withdrawal plan from Afghanistan and Iraq. But because the world is what it is, right?
No, I just said a second ago.
They have certain I guess you could say occurrences that happen every day, whereas Libya and all this other stuff, I don't know what's going on over there. But we can't put that on him. We can't put that on him. But he had to react to it.
No, the question
had to react to it.
The question was how can we still finance wars overseas? And my answer was we need to bring them all home. Yeah. And then you went to the Obama thing, and all I did was say don't go there, and you went there, and I followed you. That's all.
Right.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on.
We
have lost Trent.
What did they say? Index.
Yeah, I don't know. We lost Trent, but it was a good debate. Let's go to the. Come on, Trent, man. Trent is mad because
oh my God.
Nesto Acosta said sipping too much damn juice.
yes, you are correct.
Crystal said the apple juice.
Hi, Crystal. How you doing, Crystal?
Rob says,
what's up?
What's up?
Yeah. I was trying to answer the question. I got interrupted.
He got her interrupted. So, look, Trent is mad because he got interrupted, but Trent actually had some information that he wanted to portray.
No, I ain't got no information.
All right. So
he got his butthole waxed.
Look, man. So check it out, man. We're gonna be here next week. Trent is actually gonna be gone. Speaking of Crystal is gonna be a guest host. She'll be here next week, joining us in studio. I don't know if she's gonna come in studio or not. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Some other things are going on, so we might try to get her in either video or with the live or right here in Trent spot tonight. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we appreciate everybody, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Y'all can catch us on Apple and Google and all this other stuff. Podcast. All you got to do is search at Comfortable Being Uncomfortable Podcast. You can also search us on Facebook. All you got to do is go to at Comfortable to Uncomfortable.talk. You can also hit us up on Instagram at Comfortable to Uncomfortable.talk. This whole video will be on YouTube. All you got to do is search Comfortable Being Uncomfortable the Podcast.
Share
all of our other videos and everything like that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Share.
And share.
Share.
You can find me on at Trent B. Franklin on Instagram.
Trent, you can find Trent on Instagram at Trent B. Franklin.
Yeah.
You can find Rob on Instagram at Donkey Faces and all that good stuff.
Horses Faces _ with a Z.
Horses.
Yeah, horses
faces.
Yeah.
Horses.
Needless to say, Trent is
6'I".
Trent was trying to actually get his point across, and he got
Nah, go ahead, put your point across, man. Go ahead.
Nah, it's over.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah, no, because the topic is gone. It's like 2 minutes past. Nah,
the thrill is gone.
But Rob, was he not just laying on the couch like sleep?
Dude, he was over there.
So
I thought I heard you snoring.
Hold on. So can I speak?
Go ahead,
because
man.
here's the thing. When I was trying to answer the question when Rob said that Trump has fulfilled the majority of his, campaign promises, I was trying to explain that he did not, and then I got cut off by both of y'all. And so, it defeats the purpose now.
My bad.
It defeats the purpose. I was trying to explain that he didn't.
My apologies.
But you know what? I love Rob because that's my dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to give you a few issues.
You know what I love?
What's that?
I love fried chicken.
Man, I do too. I want some fried chicken right now.
That's what I want right now, some fried chicken.
Ron, can you give us some fried chicken?
You don't like fried chicken, Ron?
We at your crib, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we got the fried chicken coming up, man. Look, man, let me tell you something, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tune in next week. Peace, love, and happiness. We are out.